Right, it's Saturday morning and I've got hubby along with me, as long as it's not pulling faces. So we're doing the intro together. Our poor son ended up staying at home. That was his choice. He's got his bro coming. Um, they get on really well. I mean, they did have their issues when they were younger, as any brothers do, but I think they've got so much in common now. It's unbelievable. So they're having a brother's day, a guy's day, and they're pretty good. They won't wreck our home. I hope, although I think they're commandeering the dining room table, because I think my son, my other son that's coming for the day, is actually bringing all his computer and everything, so that should be interesting. So I did, all I said was make sure the heat resistant mat was on the table. I don't want my table scratched, but yeah, so hopefully they'll have a good day with the gaming and movies and everything. And my youngest son is the cook today. Right, back to what we are. We're at Borwick, at New Lodge Farm at Corby. We had some sun yesterday, which was really nice. It turned out really nice for a couple of hours, didn't it?
Yeah, it got warm as well.
Yeah, because I thought we would have to have the heating on. We did have a small dehumidifier on, didn't we? Very briefly, just to take the moisture out of the air, and I'll try and remember to show that later. And some of the things between us, we might show you some of the things in our caravan that we think we need. I say need, more varied. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I know a lot of people do when they go camping in caravan, rough it. Do we rough it, darling?
Yeah, you call it glamping.
I call it glamping, yeah. Even when we went in the tent, we used to do camping like that.
We had to take the telly.
Yeah, and the rotisserie for the chicken.
Yes.
Hairdryer, everything, do you know what I mean? But that's just us. So today, what are we doing today, darling?
I need to go to Asda to get some fuel because the tank's empty from Dorset, so that's going to probably cost about 70 quid to fill that up.
That's one of the biggest expenses when we go away, isn't it?
Yeah, but apart from that, I'm easy. As long as I can catch up on my sleep, I don't care. So if you want to have a look round Asda.
Go shopping. How do we go? Shopping.
And it just so happens next door is the range.
Yes, well, we'll see how things go.
We don't actually need anything from the range.
No, we don't. I don't think I bought anything the last time we went in. I was pretty good one night.
Yeah.
No, it was just food, wasn't it? Because it was on Sunday.
Iceland.
Yeah, because in the one where we live, they've actually got Iceland actually in the range, which was really nice. I think I've done quite a bit of like what they've got Halloween wise. They were just putting the Christmas range out back where we live, so I'm not sure. It's been a little while since we've been in this one, so we shall see. But I want to see what Asda's got Halloween range, because I have bought a few pieces from there before, and they weren't starting putting their stuff out obviously when we last came, before we went to Dorset. So what I'm wearing this top. I'm not sure where it was from. I got it from the childish shop, and it's lovely and silky, and it just feels really nice. As I say, this time of weather I tend to not want heavy jumpers on unless I'm going out, but when I'm at home or like in the caravan, I like something on my arms. So I wear a lot of like the t-shirt longer sleeved or 3/4 sleeve, and I'm just teamed it with my jeggings, and I've got another pair of my autumn socks on. So are you going to say what you're wearing?
I've got my black jumper as usual, my black jeans as usual, and a t-shirt as usual.
That it?
That's it, you know. I'm just quite happy with that outfit.
And you've done your hair and everything?
No, because I need a haircut, but somebody won't give me one.
I will, but I clean the house, so I couldn't do it before we came. So, do we need to say anything else? As I said, we're off, aren't we, on our travels?
Well, I'm hoping it's not going to rain. I don't mind if it's cloudy all day, but yeah, I've got a couple of bits to do in the caravan. I've got to mend the sink that someone broke, and
it wasn't as bad as it sounds. When we was in Dorset, I did have, not a funny term, but I did have a panic attack, didn't I? Quite a bad one. And I don't know what actually it set it off. I think something happened, I don't know what, because it was actually in the middle of the night, and I went into our bathroom. I felt dizzy. I think it was because I just felt generally unwell at that time, because I hadn't been sleeping, and grabbed the sink, and it sort of slightly moved, and you found out it's not actually fixed in that time. I was worried that I might have dislodged the piping, but no, it was fine. And it's just, what did you do? Seal it yesterday?
No, I re-glued it, because all it is, it was held on by double-sided tape, and it's the proper fixings and that. You got a plastic connection that's double-sided tape to the sink, and that plastic connection is then screwed to the cabinet. All right, it was 2 little strips of double-sided tape holding the whole sink. So I put some new tape on, and I actually glued the bowl bit down to the worktop. So today all I've got to do is just reseal it around the outside, just to make it pretty.
Because I do follow a lovely couple, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, and they live in their motorhome all year round. So if I remember, I'll try and include their name down below. They follow me, I follow them, and as I say, they do live in their motorhome all year round, and it's quite interesting. I say it's more for people like that do live in their caravan or their motorhome all year round. You do have things go wrong. It's like your home actually, and as I said, this is our second home, so that's why very often, you know, I'm reorganising things or taking things out that we find that we don't use. As everybody knows, I love organising. But I pretty much now know that how we've got our caravan now organised, and it works for everybody. And even our home now, as I said, I will be doing another series on organisation in our home and in our caravan, because I think it helps anybody, especially if you do have not a lot of storage or small home. And going back to this couple, they are lovely. You'll have to follow them. As I said, I will put their name down below, and I'm sure they're the same. They have to do regular maintenance, and things generally do tend to go wrong now and again, as any home is. Well, anyway, I think that's enough waffling, don't you? Because I'm sure you're anxious to get out and go shopping.
Yes, right, okay.
As I said, sometimes my hauls are not that large. That is due to the fact that unless we specifically need something, but as hubby knows, I can spend ages waltzing around certain stores. As I said, it's been a little while since we've been in this Asda, but like the range, I can actually spend ages in there, can't I, looking at everything.
Why do you think I zone in on Costa? So I can sit down and have a cup of coffee.
And I just love going round things, so I'm hoping you're enjoying, even if there's not a haul. There is a lot of, and dare I say, Christmas things coming in. And my previous video, you might see a bit of game. I didn't do much in Poundland because there wasn't that much new, but I am sort of zoning out, or zoning in, shall I say, on pieces for Christmas, dare I say. As I said, I budget and I start getting pieces quite early on, if not all through the year. But anyway, that's enough waffling. Let's get on and start our day.
Right, we're back at
The Retail Phoenix, isn't it?
yeah,
Retail Park. Might even do Madeline if we have time, because I haven't done that for a while. Look at them queuing up for McDonald's.
breakfast.
Or is it coffee? No, not keen on McDonald's.
No.
We did have one
I don't like egg.
last year, I think was, when was it, June time, Cornwall. and we didn't. It was the worst meal we ever had, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was horrible. And that was because nobody really wanted to cook after we'd travelled like 7 hours through the night, hadn't it?
Yeah.
So, right. Go to Asda first, shall we?
I suppose.
Or do you want to go to the range?
No, we'll go to Asda.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
projects lights onto your house, or eyes onto your house.
sleigh spirit.
You're a big kid now.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Oh, 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 bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride
Now for my mini haul. I got a couple of bits from Asda and a couple of bits from the range. I'll start with the range first. The first item I got was Halloween soap. I refrain from buying a lot of Halloween stuff, and this is the only item I actually bought. Trick or Treat Candy Dream Scented Hand Soap, and this was $1.99. Because I felt it's Halloweeny and it's useful. As I said, I do have quite a bit of Halloween decor already, and that will be coming down out of our loft shortly, so I will show you what I have. But as I said, I just love this soap, so I may just have this either, I think, because I've got the bathroom cloakroom or the kitchen it could go, so I'm not sure. I might have it in the kitchen actually. So that, as I said, was $1.99. The other two items were 35p each. I've got this one, these doilies, so I can put them for my arrangements. So this is just red with the gold rim. These were 35p each on sale. It's got a little bit crisp because it was in my bag. So that's the red one for Christmas. And then I want to use this one over Halloween. And this is just a black with the silver rim. So I say they were 35p each. Now I did mention, I think, Christmas early on in the video, and husband's attire, as he showed you, his black outfit as he normally wears. I nearly picked him up another black jumper because he does have, now let me just explain something, because very often it looks as though, especially when we've been away, he wears the same item. He does have all black jeans. He has 2 black fleeces, so yes, they do look all the same. Because he has blue jeans for work, black for casual and best. But this is a charcoal grey. It's very similar to what he has already got, and I will take, sorry for the rustle, I will take it out the packaging. Whether this will be kept up for Christmas, I don't know. But I know he likes these fleeces, especially for general, you know, well, casual wear anyway, because they're not overly thick, but they're just right. So, and it is the same make. The last ones we got from Going Outdoors actually. Just take the tissue paper out. And he does have them a lot larger than what he is, because he likes them very, you know, roomy. And this is just like a charcoal grey, and they are so soft. And yes, we always tend to have a lot of this make anyway. Actually, my Mac is this make as well. And as I said, these were $6.99, and very often we do get them from Going Outdoors when they're on offer, as a couple of mine are as well. So it's a bit different. It's not black, is it, darling?
Match my grey hairs.
So yeah, so it is grey, so at least he'd be wearing something slightly different. Whether he will start wearing this,
to all this colour.
whether he'll start wearing it straight away, or whether he will actually keep it up for Christmas. I had thought about getting another one. I was looking at something like a royal blue for a change, so we shall see, because we are planning to come back in a few weeks, I think, here, so may go back to the range and get him another one. Might get him another one. I did actually I may actually include a photograph in with my shop with me in the range. I was very tempted to buy the red truck that lights up with the little Christmas trees. If I remember rightly, it was $14.99, did I say? Yeah. I umped and ahed. I sent a picture because hubby was with his drink in the car with YouTube on, and he said, yeah, he'll leave it up to me if I wanted it. In the end, I umped and ahed, and probably I'll regret it, but I thought, well, we may be coming back in a couple of weeks, so if it's still in stock, I may consider it. As I said, if it's something that jumps out at me and I cannot live without it, yes, I would purchase it. And I know items with the red truck is sort of far afield, and I was hoping they'd have a bit more of the red truck in stock, because I know it's slowly coming through Britain actually. I know one year Wilko's had a lot, but I'm not sure if it's sold very well, but it's something I like. And my son's room, if you have seen my Christmas videos, his tree in his bedroom is actually everything to do with red trucks, and he's got a canvas that lights up, and a few other ornaments that I've actually collected through the years. So that is the range. So that's the only items I purchased from the range. Like I said, I'm trying to be very selective what I actually bring into our caravan and our home. Now it's usually on the lines that if it's not gifts, it has to be something that is definitely going to be used. So that is, say, the range. Right, the few items I got from Asda. Now, these are plastic and they are just like a black transfer, but I wanted this one for my little cubby because it is my girly space, and it says "Which please," so I've got the pink one there. Yeah, I probably could, if I could got the transfer, be able to do something like this myself, but I thought for £1, I just thought it was worth it. And the other one is like this, like a, what do you call it, a yellowy colour, and that's just got boo on. So I just picked up the two. Again, being very careful what I'm bringing in, especially Halloween range. I need to wait till I get it all down from the loft and re-evaluate what I got, because I know for a fact Poundland, we was in Norfolk at the time last September, and I did purchase quite a bit of Halloween stuff that had come into Poundland, and I bought a couple of those little haunted houses and that light up. So I've got to reevaluate what I've got before I really actually purchase much more, but I wanted those two items. Again, conversation of socks. I said to you that we're going through hubby's socks. I said I tend to buy them all very similar, so that they're easy to match up, don't take so long to sort laundry out. His socks are different to my son's, so I know at a glance whose is who. These are grey. The last ones I bought were navy with the white stripe. That is only because then I know for a fact they are actually new socks. So he's going through socks. I think he threw quite a few pairs out. That's starting to where we go for a stage where he doesn't buy anything for ages, any socks or anything, and then we just have a mad dash and get them sorted. So this was 5 pairs, and this is £6. Reinforced heel and toe with Feel Fresh, and he likes these sort of brand because, like my son, they do wear industrial boots all day. So that's that. A repeat buy by GML is the magic eraser. I'm sure a lot of people know about these. I think this was £2.97, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. Yeah. I'm sure my receipt is somewhere here. £2.97, yes, it was £2.97, and we do use these lot. I haven't bought one for ages, and I just saw it on the JML, as I said, little stand where they're showing different bits and pieces. So that's that. And the final item, I did message my son and my daughter-in-law, is we needed the outfit for our granddaughter for Halloween. I have said in my video, Tesco's, they had all the dresses and everything, but I think this is going to be more useful through October, and it's just got the skeleton bottoms and the little jumper. Got 2 to 3. She is 2 next Sunday, can't believe it, a week tomorrow she is actually 2. So we've got it on the bigger size. They did have a 1.5 to 2 year old, but we've gone for this. I don't think it matters if it's too big, like the legs, because you can just sort of hook them up. So, and I'm sure she'd get more use out of this than the dress, and it's warmer. And this was £6, and it's got the little red heart, the pink skeleton, and whether this will freak her out, I don't know. It does glow in the dark. Hubby's got one. Now, I'm not sure if I actually showed this last year. Hubby, we must remember, he's got a skeleton. And the funny thing about that is, I I think we paid a lot for it, didn't we? Did it come from Burton's or somewhere? I
Yeah.
can't remember. And the first couple of times he hung it up behind our door, and it freaked me out because there is this, he did it on purpose, there's this skeleton, you know, you suddenly look at it once you switch the lights off and all you can see is the shape of a skeleton. Not the sort of thing you want to see when you go to bed. Right, that is the haul. Oh, husband is just actually pointed this out. I meant to show you this. We did actually buy a slow cooker. It's the original crock pot, and this was £17.48, and it was on sale, and it's a low wattage, lightweight, and that's what we wanted. As I say, the one that we got at home is supposed to be for 4 to 6 people, although we can eat it in, you know, just 3 of us. This is there's the details there on the package. As I said, this one is actually to keep in the caravan. So we've been discussing this actually for a fair few months, and we've been looking at them, and just ideal. So that is it. I put it to the side because it's quite big. Again, thanks for watching. As I said, I'm not sure if this is going to be the end of today's video, or whether there'll be something added on, or whether it'll be in a couple of parts. So hope you've enjoyed this haul anyway.